Hello, welcome to Serenity Art Sundays. And for the next few weeks, and I'm not even sure if I'll carry this out for the whole year, but I am honoring the mission of my website and my YouTube channel, which is to helping nurture your art and soul, inhale inspiration, exhale creativity. So I'd like to honor that mission and start this art series. And each week will have a different theme. The theme this week is gratitude. And I have found that gratitude really can make a difference in your life, especially for me. Something that's very powerful is making a gratitude list. And some of you might not know what that is. I do explain that in the writing of my email that I've sent out that's on my blog. And I describe exactly what a gratitude list is. And to state it simply, it is making a list of everything that you can think of to be grateful for in your life, right down to even very tiny things to be grateful for. It's not necessary just to be grateful for big things that happen in your life, but everything right down to the smallest thing to be grateful for can make a big difference in if I could explain it like this, it makes a big difference in your attitude, but it makes a difference in your your energy and vibration level. And I think it attracts different things from the universe to you when you have an attitude of gratitude. It's just so powerful and very important in a spiritual life to be grateful. So some people keep a gratitude journal, and in which if they start feeling like they're in a kind of down and depressed, if you start making a list of things everything you can think of being grateful for, or even just say, okay, I'm going to make a list of 10 things or 20 things, it's guaranteed it's going to change your outlook. Gratitude is really powerful, and it's a very spiritual principle. So here I'm grateful for just something simple as spring is coming, and my artwork in my art journal this week is spring related. And I got that collage sheet already. It's already pre-made like that, with the flowers which have the background, which is the background behind the window that look like flowers, and that really reminds me of springtime. And then I use that tan tissue, which actually is Paris tissue, but the Eiffel Tower is not on that piece. Here I have all these decorated tags, and in fact, I'm not sure that one might be is a tag, but it's doesn't have a hole in it for putting a ribbon through it or anything. But I do have a whole stash of these type of very fancy tags. At this point, I bring out, this is by Tim Holtz, and I'm pretty much sure they're called the photo booth cards, photo booth portraits. And I cut one out that looks like a young girl, and I think she even has a flower in her hair. Well, she may not have a flower in her hair, but I like her face, and it just felt like springtime to me. Well, it's hard to see whether she has a flower in her hair or not, but So here's a page of butterflies that I think will go well with this. As I mentioned in my blog, there are many different ways to approach the theme each week, and I list them, and I really can't think of them off the top of my head, but I will put a link to my my blog down below in the description box. If I could just think of some of them off the top of my head, there's different ways to approach the theme, such as working in your art journal with the theme gratitude, which I'm doing, being grateful for springtime coming, which was only, I created this only on the second day of spring. Or it can be a seed of contemplation or meditation, or for prayer. It can also be a focus for your intentions for the week of what your thoughts and actions will be based on. So those are the only ones I can think off the top of my head. The other ones are listed in the blog, which I will put a link down below again in the description box. I love those flowers that I'm using, and I actually can stick it through the hole in the button, which I'll show you in about a couple minutes. But I use those paper flowers. I think they're made out of paper. Maybe they're fabric, but I love fabric flowers, paper flowers, to embellish my art journaling with. And of course, people ask me, well, how do you close the book? And well, my book is pretty bulky. It doesn't close flat at all because I do like working in three-dimensional relief. So I'm just probably going to mention a few more things, and you can watch the rest of the video of my process. But I'm grateful for flowers and all the things that come in the spring. I love the crocuses when they first appear through the snow, or just even they're the first flowers to come out, and I'm always amazed, like, oh yay, it's springtime, because when I see the crocuses, I know. And then when springtime starts to get, pretty hot, well, maybe just in the 70s or so, I start thinking I get like spring fever. Like I just want to be outside all day long. But I'm not a gardener, so being outside all day long isn't really where I have activities to do, except for walking or jogging or running. So I'm going to let this video run for a few minutes, and I'll meet you at the end. And I hope you enjoy watching my process, and that it gives you ideas and inspiration for this week for your own artwork, whether it be art journaling, whether it be something just small on an index card or an artist trading card, or if it's going to be something larger, some larger piece of artwork. So I will see you near the end of the video. Please enjoy. Here's a little trick that it's Tim Holtz distressed inks, and I have them in all shades of brown and even black. And the thing is, my collage was a little bit smaller than the page, especially on the right side, and by using the distressed ink on the right side, it totally got rid of it was a really good trick for getting rid of the white paper. I was going to cut that edge off, and then I thought, no, this would be a better idea because I would be able to keep the true dimensions of the page. So it's just a nice trick. So here are finished close-ups of the finished image, and I hope that you're inspired and that you will share on our Facebook groups. They will be linked in my blog, and maybe I might link them in the description box below also. So I truly hope that you find gratitude to be transformative in your life in ways that maybe you had not realized before. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great creative day.